Have you ever noticed the hardest people to pass on a mountain are the people that are still learning how to ride? This actually reveals a secret of what makes a snowboarder great, and that is preemptive motion. The reason inexperienced riders are harder to predict is because they don't set preemptive movements. To demonstrate this, I'll give you two examples. On the left is swapping from toe edge to heel edge without preemptive setup. On the right, with pre-setup. Without pre-setup, the back tail slides out, and with pre-setup, the transition is smooth. This loss of traction is caused by three things. First, the board is slightly angled to the toe edge. This makes it so the tail of a snowboard needs to travel more distance than the nose of a snowboard, giving it more sideways momentum. Second is trying to move into the heel side body position all at once. Shifting momentum works the same way as slowing down. The faster you do it, the more G-force it will put on your body. This leads to the third issue, causing the board to scuff across the snow. Turning on a snowboard works a lot like turning on a car. As you hit a corner, you begin to drift if the turn happens too fast for the amount of traction you have. So if your momentum is greater than the traction, the tires will skid. That's exactly what's happening on this turn. I do three pre-motions to counter this. First, a slight shift to flat base. This increases the size of the turn radius, reducing sideways momentum. Second, opening my chest. This has two purposes. One, it makes it so you can see where you're going before you go there. Second, it starts your rotation. Combine it with the third, opening your hips while loading into your heel side stack position. This motion will slightly turn your board, finishing in a slightly pointed heel side position with slight edge pressure. And from there, I can push weight into my heel edge, allowing me to get a clean heel side turn. And then I repeat this on every turn. Fast turns, slow turns, every turn I'm following these steps at different speeds. And it's this linking of turns that gives the feeling and look of flow. From this base, you can start to play with it, hyper-exaggerate, opening your hips, narrowing your turn radius so you can perform super fast turn. Then you can increase your edge pressure in order to get lower to the snow. Every time you see someone linking a sick park trick or linking a don't turn down the mountain, it's because they're using pre-motions and they're just going and adding different steps or taking steps out depending on what they're doing. When doing something like a toe side slash, I do a few preemptive set positions. First, I'm making sure my board is angled towards where I want to slash. Next, I'm loading my weight into my stack position, putting a slight pressure onto my toe edge. Once I go and finish my acceleration, I start to unweight it. I do this by going in, extending my legs, what goes and puts less pressure onto my toe edge, more pressure flat base. As I extend my legs, I shift my weight slightly to my front foot. This removes the weight on my back foot, allowing me to do the next step, activating my upper body in a pre-motion in order to initiate counter rotation. From there, I go and shift my weight over to my heels and enter my heel side slide slip position. And I enter it and push as much as I need to in order to slow down and hit the slash I'm looking to hit. Snowboarding works by combining all these pre-motions with a specific motion to set your trick. A lot of these pre-motions are the same for any similar setup, but there are slight differences and new motions that you'll need to learn. Missing a crucial pre-motion is like missing the last piece to a puzzle. Find it and your riding will be complete. Let me know if you like videos like this one, and we'll be back at it with another video soon.